Once we believe in ourselves, we can risk curiosity, wonder, spontaneous delight, or any experience that reveals the human spirit. With this wonderful thought, a very good morning to all my dear students. I hope that you all are in good health. This is Shreya Jadhav, and I welcome you all to my e learning channel. And today we are going to do English Grade 12 Supplementary Reading for The Enemy, written by Pearl S. Buck. This chapter is really very long chapter in your 12th standard course. We shall divide this chapter into separate parts so it will become easy for you to understand. So before starting with the chapter, the reading and the explanation of it, let us know something about the author. Pearl S. Buck, born on June 26, 1892, died March 6, 1973, also known by her Chinese name Tsai Zhenzu, was an American writer and novelist. As a daughter of missionaries, Buck spent most of her childhood on China. Her novel, The Good Earth, was the best selling fiction book in the United States in 1931-32. She was awarded the Nobel Prize on Literature for her rich and truly epic descriptions of peasants' life in China and for her biographical masterpieces. She was the first American woman to win the Nobel Prize for Literature. Introduction for answers. Dear students, always remember that whenever you are appearing for any exam, keep in mind that you start your answers with introduction. This creates a good impact. Prose. Prose name, The Enemy. Author's name, Pearl Buck. Genre, short story. Summary. Dr. Sadav was a famous Japanese surgeon and scientist. How he manages to fulfill his career and patriotism is highlighted in this story. So now we shall first go through the summary of the chapter. Dear students, please understand the summary well so that you can connect to the chapter well. This is really very important. So here it is. The Enemy by Pearl S. Buck is set during the Second World War. It is a touching story of the conflict that goes in the head and heart of men. On one side, there is patriotism, and the other side, there is humanity. Dr. Sadav Hoki, a famous Japanese surgeon and an accomplished scientist, and his wife have lived in a house on the coastal area in Japan. One day, an American sailor was washed ashore in the dying state. Sadav was torn between his duty as a doctor and a patriotic Japanese. His heart wanted him to save the young prisoner of war, while his mind wanted to let him die or turn him over to the police. It was a difficult choice of letting himself be governed by his emotional feelings or reason. Dr. Sadav Hoki house was set up on rocks above a narrow beach surrounded by pine trees. As a child, he used to climb these trees. He often visited the South Sea Islands with his father. His father believed that the island was stepping stones to Japan's future to gain perfection. Sadao's father was a traditional man who took pains to get his son educated. He sent Sadao to America to complete his studies, but he inculcated in his son the values of patriotism and national loyalty. So, over here in the story, you can come to know that how Dr. Sadao is a very famous scientist and surgeon in Japan, and this whole story goes and revolves between the Second World War time duration. At that time, we all know, we all have learned in history, in your ninth standard you might have learned that how America and Japan were the opponents at that time duration. So this is a story which is set in that atmosphere, that how a Japanese doctor is in, we can say, in a delusion, he is in a confusion that what or which path he is supposed to choose. Is he supposed to become a patriotic person, or he is supposed to be loyal to his work? This was really very difficult for him to choose. At sometimes we feel that he is neglecting his patriotism. But as the story will proceed, you will come to know that he is able to balance both his work and his work as a patriotic person also. Moreover to that, Dr. Sadao had completed his education in America and he had returned back to Japan. He was married, he had children also. So, and he used to live at a seashore area. Now, the story starts with something like this, that Dr. Sadao's house was set on the rocks where he has spent his childhood. And in the present time, also, he is staying there with his family. He used to often visit some islands with his father. His father was really inspirational person. He used to tell that no, this is what future Japan would be. He was really very patriotic. His father was. Although his father was a very traditional person, but still he got his son educated in America. He sent him over there. But he had also inculcated the values that he is not supposed to forget about his nation, about his loyalty towards it, the duty which he is supposed to follow. The Second World War was started, but Sadao was not sent with the troops because he was about to make a discovery which would make any wounds clean. While he was in America, he met Hannah, but he had waited until he was sure that she was Japanese before deciding to marry her. His father would never have approved of her otherwise. Sadao recorded that his meeting with Hannah was an accident. Sadao lived in Professor Harley's house where he met Hannah, a new student. After Sadao and Hannah had finished their studies, they came home to Japan. They married in the traditional Japanese way according to his father's wish. They were a happy couple. So now eventually what happened after Second World War, Sadao was not sent with the troops, but he was busy with some discovery that how he could get the wounds clean. Now he's talking about his personal life, that for the first time he met Hannah when he was in America. He was living with his professor called Harley, and at that time Hannah was a new student over there. They both fell in love with each other, but Sadav didn't express his feeling until and unless he was sure that she was a true Japanese, that she belonged to Japan. And after having the clarification, having the proof, she means he got married to Hannah with his father's blessings. Otherwise, his father would not approve the same. They married in a very traditional Japanese way and they were a happy couple. One night, Sadav and Hannah, enjoying the view of the sea from their veranda, when they saw something black coming out of the mists. It was a man who was crawling. They thought he was a fisherman who was washed from his boat. But when they went near, they realized that it was a young white man who was wounded and bleeding. He was lying unconscious on the sand. The man was bleeding profusely. Sadav saw that his bullet wound had reopened. He packed the wound with sea moss. The man made moan with pain, but he did not awaken. Sada wanted to throw the man back into the sea, as he had now realized that he was an American prisoner of war from his cape. Hannah also agreed. Sadav knew that giving shelter to the enemy would get him and his family into trouble. He was torn between his moral duty as a doctor, which urged him to save the dying man, and its national duty, which required handing him over to the army as a patriot. Both Hannah and Sadav finally decided to take the man home, as he was in need of urgent medical attention. So now we can say the main story begins that one night Sadav and Hannah both were enjoying the view of the sea from their veranda, and they saw that something or someone was coming out from the mist, from that fog. And then they realized that it was a man who was crawling. At first they thought that he might be a fisherman who might have, we can say, washed from his boat. But when they went near, they saw that he was a white man. Over here, white man means he was an American. That man was wounded very badly, he was bleeding also, and he was lying there in an unconscious state. He saw that Sadav saw that the bullet wound which he might have got earlier reopened, and at that time duration he just packed, means he just closed the wound with the sea moss. Somehow when this process was going on, he moaned with pain, but he didn't woke up because he was still unconscious. Sada wanted to throw back this white man back into the sea, because he realized that he was an American prisoner of war from his cape. And moreover to that, Hannah also agreed to the thing that we are not supposed to keep an American in our house. It would be considered that we are against the nation, we aren't patriotic. But somehow he thought that no, giving shelter would be bad, but he thought that as a doctor his moral duty was first to save the person who is dying. And then he realized that once he would be safe enough in a good condition, then he would hand him over to the army so that he could balance both the thing. After that, with the mutual decision taken by Sadav and Henna, they took the man home because he needed urgent medical attention. Sadav and Henna decided that they should tell the servants also. They would tell them that they intended to hand the young American over to the police. The man had starved for a long time and he was as light as a foal. They carried him to Sadav's father's bedroom as he was no longer alive. So now eventually what happens, Sadav and Hannah, both of them decided that they would inform the servants also that they have just bought him for the moral duty as a doctor. Once he would be good enough, they will send him back to the army. And that person might have starved for a really long time duration because he was very light in weight, and he was taken to Sadav's father's bedroom because he was no more alive. The young man was very dirty and needed to be washed. Hannah told Yumi, the governess, but she refused to touch the man. The other servants were also frightened at what Sadav had told them. They tried to convince Sadav that he must hand over the enemy to the police. Hannah had to wash the young man herself. So now eventually what happened, that this young man was really very dirty. Hannah told the governess to help her to wash, but she refused. That as he was an enemy, he was supposed to be handed over to the police, and none of the servants were affirmative about their decisions to help. So Hannah herself had to wash the young man. Sadav was ready to operate the men, and he became completely absorbed in his work. He told her that she would need to give an aesthetic to the men. Hannah had never seen an operation before and she started vomiting. Hannah noticed deep red scars on the neck of their enemy. Was the ready to operate a man, and he became completely off episodes in his work. He told Hannah that she would need an anesthetic to the men. Hannah asked, never seen the operations before, and she started war meeting. Hannah noticed deep red scars on the neck of the enemy. She wondered if the world torture stories she had heard were actually true. She recalled that General Takima was a ruthless man who is even beat up his wife. So now the whole situation is something like this, that Sada was really very busy in operating the white man. He was completely observed, involved in his work. At that time duration, Henna was supposed to assist Sada, and it was Henna's first operation, we can say like that. She had never assisted anybody and she had never seen also anyone like this, and she started feeling like dizzying and vomiting. And at that time duration, she saw some red marks and scars on his neck, on the white man's neck. At that time, she realizes that the stories which she has heard of how the Japanese army tortures these men, it is actually true. And he had also, means she had also heard about the General Takima, how ruthless he was, because he even used to beat up his wife. Sadaf murdered while operating as was his habit. He called the enemy his friend. Sadaf had to work hard on the young American, and then he finally succeeded in taking the bullet out. He was sure that the young fellow would live in spite of his sufferings. Hannah took good care of the man. She fed him and saw to his needs. When the man came to his senses, he was surprised to know that Hannah talked in English. Hannah told him that she had lived in America for a long time. The enemy revealed his name to Hannah. His name was Tom. Sadav was still confused about handing him over to the police. The servants resent their decisions to help the American soldiers and they left the house. Hannah was now with no governance for servants. They wanted the American soldiers to get well and move away. So now eventually what happened? Sadav had a habit of murmuring whenever he used to operate any person. And at that time he called his enemy his friend. And at that time duration finally the operation was done and Sadav was sure enough that this young fellow would survive in any condition. Somehow he survived also. The man came in his senses, and that man was really very surprised when Hannah spoke in English because he didn't believe that a typical Japanese woman can also speak in English. And at that time duration, Hannah told that she had spent, we can say, quite some years in America, and at that time the enemy revealed his name that he was Tom, but Sada was still confused in handing over Tom, that is the enemy, to the police. But at till that time duration, the servants were very much no still enough on their decision which they have made that they left the house without giving any reason. And now both Hannah and Sadav thought that this enemy should also leave the house because now he was well enough. On the same day, a messenger in official uniform came to Sadav's home. Hannah was so scared that she was unable to speak. She thought that he was there to arrest Sadav. Actually, the messenger had come to inform Sadav that the general needed him. When Sadav saw the distress Hannah, he decided to get rid of the young man. He went and told the entire thing to the general who knew that it was very much needed by him. He never trusted other Japanese surgeons. Therefore, instead of taking action against Sadav, he promised that nothing would happen to him. The general had then planned to get the American soldier assassinated. He told Sadav that his private assassins means the sharpshooters, the serial killers, we can say something like this, assassins who were very competent would also remove the dead body. Sadav thought that this plan would be the best for his family. After the meeting, Sadav spent 3 restless nights waiting for the assassins, but they didn't come. Finally, the torture became too much to bear for him. He planned to get rid of the enemy himself. So, what happened? The day when the servants left the house, at that time duration, one messenger, means the official governor messenger, came to Sadav's home. At that time, Hannah got really very scared, and she was even unable to speak because she thought that the servants might have informed that they had an American prisoner of war. But the messenger told that actually the General Takima needed him over there. At that time duration, Sadav decided that he would get rid of this man. He went to General Takima. He told the entire story, what happened. And at that time, General thought that no, I will not kill Dr. Sadav, because General was really very greedy, and he thought that selfish person, he thought that he needed doctor just now, and he's the best surgeon in Japan, so I cannot kill him. So he promised that okay, nothing would happen. He told that his private assassins would come, he would kill the man, and they would manage the dead body also. Sadav thought that it would be the best plan for his family. And after that meeting, Sadav almost spent 3 restless nights waiting for the assassins to come. But they didn't come. Finally, the torture became too much for him to bear. So he planned to get rid of this enemy by himself only. Then he didn't no waited for the assassins to come. Sadav told the escape plan to Tom. He also warned him that he needed to escape, as the news of his presence was not hidden anymore. He arranged a boat, drink, food, drinking water, and clothing for the young man, and also gave him his own flashlight. He told Tom that he should flash the light 2 times if he needed something, once if everything was fine. He must do this only when the sun dropped under the horizon. He further added that Tom could find many fish to eat, but he should eat them raw lest the fire be seen. Even Hannah didn't knew about this plan. Sadav had told to wait for the Korean ship to take him safely. Sadav went to the general and informed him that the American had escaped. The general informed Sadav that he had forgotten about the prisoner as he was unwell. He told Sadav not to leak out this information to anybody. Back at home, Sadav was left wondering why he could not kill the young American, though he was his enemy. So eventually, what happened? Sadav, now it was a high time for him. So Sadav told an escape plan to Tom, and he warned that his news was not hidden, that he was present in the doctor's house. So Sadav himself arranged a boat, food, drinking water, and clothing for the young American prisoner of war, and he gave his own flashlight to him, and he told that once he reached the island, he should know if he needed anything, he is supposed to flash the light twice so that he will come to know, but only after the sunset so that the light could be seen well. And then he further added that Tom could find many fishes near the island, but he should eat them raw, because if he would lit fire, some or the other people will come to know, because that was an isolated island. Moreover to that, Hannah was also not aware about this plan which Sadav and Tom made. Sadav told Tom to wait until some of the Korean ships would come and take him away safely. Sadav went to the General Takima and he informed that American, the war prisoner, had escaped. At that time duration, General informed Sadav also that as he was unwell these days, he had forgotten to kill and to send assassins to the doctor's house. and he told Sadav not to leak this information to anybody. When Sadav went back home, he was wondering that why was it so difficult for him to kill an American who was actually his enemy. So this is all about the summary of the chapter what we have done today. In the next video we will do the reading and explanation of the chapter. Thank you for watching and have a nice day. If you still find any doubt or difficulties, you can comment down in the comment section below. Have a great day, everyone.